Hello and welcome to Muckross Traditional Farms, where we're here today to celebrate vernacular skills and crafts in Kerry. Today's event forms part of Architecture Kerry and has been funded by the Heritage Council and Kerry County Council.
I've never driven it.
Hey, this is Padraig Kennedy. He's going to talk to us a little bit about crafted dry stone walling.
That you build up, flush to the back with him again there. No, this way. That's sheep wire. So there'd be a lot of these kind of stone walls. Now they're usually about 2 foot thick, but what I was trying to explain there, when you wedge him and you said, is he happy there? He looks okay. Oh, here, right?
Yeah, he is.
We're going to replace thatch on the cottage because, as you see, it's bad enough, not in moment, is in bad stage. It's leaking and timber is actually rot inside. It's big enough project. It's like 4 or 5 weeks work for thatching itself.
Hi lads, welcome to the forge. This is the Muckross traditional forge here, which is a very dark building, and this is where all the blacksmithing and metalworking was done for the village in the olden days. It's going to be interesting to see if the traditional trades will get some kind of exception to that kind of new. This side is cold, and that difference of temperature makes it very brittle, and it will just break.
My interest in all this old stuff is the timber work side of it, and especially the chairs and the carts. So I collect up a lot of old patterns and seats of the chairs. This would be the original. Because you're weaving with such a bulky item, this is only twisted hair rope. You can have straw, you can have rush, you can have marram grass, depending on where the chair comes from. You could even have heather. You can tell where a chair comes from. If it has marram grass on it, it is obviously from one of the coastal counties. If you find heather on it, it's usually from the Midlands. If you find wheat and straw on it, there's probably a good chance it's from the east of the country where a lot of wheat and stuff was growing. A lot of the time it would be oat and straw that would be on them.
You're welcome. Today I'm going to give a little explanation about what we use when it comes to lime pointing and plastering. The build quality of this house, there wasn't any uniformity in the stonework as such. It was just kind of like built in a clamp style. What we did was, starting on the side below, opened up all the joints, took out all the sand and cement that was there, cleaned all of that out, dusted it all out, and then we started the process of building it up with our pointing materials.
Quill's farmhouse, I think, is the largest farmhouse of the different farmhouses that are reconstructed here at Muckross. Every part of Ireland has its own characteristic furniture, a little bit like the Irish voice, varied specifically from one county or even one parish to the next and would be recognised. It was the same with the furniture. It's a great big bench by day. Usually it was used as early as 1640 in a Waterford merchant's family house, listed as a saddle bed in a probate inventory, and then it went on being used right through to the 20th century, and occasionally you still find a saddle bed in a house now in the 21st century. The interesting thing about this thing is that there are different regional variations. This is a really lovely big one with its painted panels on the back. It contains its own bedding, and it obviously is dual purpose, so it's a seat by day and then it's a bed by night.